Alright, it's Mickey here. So we're gonna be starting to take apart the Black Widow Galant VR4. So I'm not gonna get too much video of me taking it apart, but I think the first thing we should start with is probably the differential, man. That's what I'm thinking. That's one of the harder ones to take out though. But first, I will start with the brakes. We'll take the brakes off and we'll hang them, okay? And then maybe we'll take we'll figure something out. Yeah, so I'll remove the brakes first, and then we'll start taking the differential apart, I guess. I think the best thing to do would be to drain the diff before we remove it. That way it doesn't make a mess when I take it out. So I don't want all the fluid to come out. I'm going to try to catch it in a clean container so we can just shove it back in there when we're done. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay, so I got the brakes off. Guess I just took the whole caliper out, slid it off. I tried to take the disc brake out, but it's not coming out. But we don't really need to take that out. Hopefully we don't have to replace this arm, okay? Yeah, the verdict is still out on whether the arm is good or not. When we take it out, I guess we'll find out. Okay, so yeah, it was kind of hard to get all the brake stuff out because like you can only use a specific tool to take it out, okay? I can't just get my impact gun and gun it out, you know? They don't make it that easy. So next thing to do is, I think, take the axles out, or drain the diff and take the axles out, and then maybe take the mustache bar out, and then, but for now, I'm gonna go take the brakes out the other side, okay? I'm not gonna get that on video, but yeah, basically I unbolted the brakes. I just let it sit on top of the arm for now, but we're gonna have to find a place to put that later. We can probably hang it here on the fuel filler hose. The other side doesn't have one, so I don't know what we're gonna do with that. Probably just put it on some jack stands, I don't know. Because there's gonna be nothing here when, you know, we gotta take a lot of stuff out, man. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna do the same thing to the other side. Since I have all the tools out, I know what take out. So all right, okay, so I got the brakes off of this side. Same story, wasn't too hard. I just left it hanging on the arm right there for now. We could probably hang it off the muffler once we get the shock off. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is we're gonna try and okay, next thing I'm gonna do is take the sway bar off. Actually, that's another thing that's keeping everything up. So there's a mount over there that actually goes on the Crossmember. All right, hopefully it comes out okay. And then there's a linkage right down there. Okay, so we gotta unbolt that linkage and then just take those mounts off. Okay, all right. Hopefully I can do it. Hopefully I can do it. It's kind of crowded. Maybe I think that's pretty much where we're gonna stop today. I'm gonna try to get that sway bar out. All right, here's me out. Okay, what I found that works pretty good to take the sway bar mount off is a long T-handle. Okay, I could just use the impact gun too, so probably work also. So all right, off it goes. So there it is. Okay, so I kind of figured something out here. The sway bar is it's tweaked quite a bit, the sway bar mount. So this one, if you look at this one, this is the side that didn't get hit. This sway bar link is straight up and down, okay? Just remember that. And if you look at this sway bar mount, it is not straight up and down. Okay, you can see it's tweaked going back quite a bit. The other one was just straight up and down. Yeah, so there's that one. Okay, and then there's that one. Yeah, I did take the bolt out of this one already though, so maybe I should take the bolt out of that one. But yeah, it seems like it's significantly harder to get it out from this side because the arm is bent, you know. Okay, all right, so okay, yeah, this side was way easier to take out. All I did is unbolt it and it just came out. Okay, and it came straight out. So the other one is tweaked quite a bit. Hopefully the sway bar didn't get bent or anything. I don't think it did. That's why it's got bushings and stuff on it. So, but yeah, we'll have to take a look at the sway bar when we take it out. Okay, yeah, I kind of don't know how we're gonna get it out. It's like it's in there tweaked kind of well. What I'll do is I'll just start unbolting the sway bar. Okay, so there's 2 sway bar mounts on the Crossmember. Okay, there's one hiding back there. Okay, we'll go take that out. Okay, right there. We'll take that out. Okay, on both sides. Okay, so I got that one out. Okay, that one's out. That one is kind of most of the way out. It's, man, I'm telling you, the 1G suspension sucks, dude. At least a 1G all-wheel drive, you know. I tell you, I could take a sway bar out of a front-wheel drive 2nd gen like easily, like within an hour. Okay, but yeah, it was really hard to get to the bolts in the back, and at some point I had to use the open end to get it out because I think this is an aftermarket sway bar. It's an oversized one, so like there's not a lot of room to move the wrench around, man. Yeah, what a pain in the ass. So. Okay, the other side I still gotta take out the bolts. Hopefully the sway bar will come out nicely, and hopefully it'll go back in nicely too. Okay, so keep on working. Almost there. All right, here's me here. I just got the sway bar. Well, the sway bar, I don't think we can take the sway bar out, but it's unbolted. Okay, everything is unbolted. You can see back there, it's not hanging out there anymore. Okay, yeah. See, it's not on there anymore, and I was able to get it out of the linkage. Once I got the bolts out, it was pretty easy to get it out. So there it is. Okay, I think it's because this is tweaked like this, where I don't think we're going to be able to get it out unless we drop the lower control arm. Okay, so when we take the lower control arm, we'll take the sway bar out. But for now, it's just going to hang out there. Okay, so. It's unbolted from the subframe, okay? It's unbolted from the subframe, but and I got all the hardware right here, so just put that in the safe place. So that's all unbolted. It's not doing anything anymore. So it's gonna be a real pain in the ass to put it back in. I'm not gonna lie, dude. That sway bar is a pain in the ass to work with, man. The front wheel ride sway bar is way easier to work with, man, because everything is all on the side, you know, not on top. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in this suspension, man. I'm telling you, like, there's a lot of adjustability too. I found out the trailing arm, and both of the control arms are adjustable on this car, man. I don't think this is this upper control arm here. This is not stock. I think this is an aftermarket one. So this one has an adjustable camber right here. So that's cool. I'll definitely try to keep that. I don't think the camber is messed up on this car, so yeah, so it would be good to just keep on taking stuff out, because we're gonna have to figure out if anything, like any bolts are broken or bent or whatever, but everything looks okay, you know. It's a tough car, man. Okay, so what did we get done today? I unbolted the brakes, moved them aside, and then we unbolted the sway bar. Okay. When next we meet, I think we'll take the diff out. I think that's what we're gonna do. So I don't got any more time today. I kind of gotta go to work. So I'm just gonna clean up, just make sure I keep all the parts. So far I got all the brake stuff here. I'm not really sure what this is. This looks like it's for a sway bar. Yeah. So we got to get all that stuff. So the good thing is everything is like in pairs, so there's a left side and a right side, and they're all the same, so you can mix and match whatever. So all right, so that's the first day of taking the car apart. It's slow progress, man. It's I really don't like working on the 1G stuff, man. To tell you the truth, man, the 2G stuff is much better. It's much easier to work on, in my opinion, you know. But I've never worked on a 2G all-wheel drive, so yeah, is what I want to say. But you know, everything that I worked on in this car, it's just so much harder to work on than like an Eclipse, and it should be easier, right? It's a bigger car, so but it's just, there's so much stuff just jam-packed in it. Okay, all right, here's me up. Okay, here's me here. So this is the sway bar end link that goes to that's on the part that where the car got hit, you know, we got in the crash, and the it's like bent or something. It's either bent or some of the threads have sheared off, sorta, kinda. So yeah, it's in bad shape. So because the sway bar was putting so much tension on it, it just sheared the freaking threads off. Okay, so I may need to get a new one of these. I don't think it's too expensive. We'll find one. So that, or I could try to chase the threads through this, because this is not going back on very well. Okay, and then it ripped the sway bar bushing out. Okay, I've had it happen before. Well, you know what? This is the rubber one. Yeah, this is a rubber one. That's why. The poly ones are much stronger, so I don't remember if I replaced this one, but I have a whole bunch of them in here. So I remember I got that energy suspension one. So yeah, see, it says VR4 there. So I got a bunch in there. So we'll find something. We'll find something. This is still kind of usable though. But yeah, it kind of tore when I took it off. So it looks like we're just gonna have to get a new one of these maybe. Or I can just try to, like I said, I can try to fix the threads on this, and then we'll need to need to get a new sway bar bushing. This one, it did not come out very easily, I'll tell you that, man. There was a lot of pressure put on it. So the other side, whoop, it just came right out. This side, so, but I think I'd taken the other side out before. So one of the sides, I remember when I was trying to change I was trying to adjust the sway bar, and I found out, oh, you can't really adjust this sway bar, man. I ripped or like it disintegrated the freaking bushing, so I replaced it. So yeah, we're just gonna have to get another one of those. This one still looks okay, but maybe we can replace that too. So all right, so yeah, so that's we may need to get a new one of these, or just try to fix this. Okay, all right, here's me up.